Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Coaster Spotlight. Today we're going to be looking at Data X Dimension Coaster created by KodyBits, one of our advanced builders at Golden Patrons. Thank you so much for your support, KodyBits, and here they say. Hey Johnny, this is my first coaster blueprint submission, and actually, the first coaster I worked on with full standalone theming. It appears to be a steampunky at day, but when you switch it to night, it becomes a glowing sci-fi experience, where you can see the data streams going along all the pillars, holding the tracks and building together, thus called Data. I know it's a little risky to start with a 4D coaster as your first creation, but I think it works quite well, why I wanted to show it to you. So keep up the great work, Kody. Awesome. An X Dimension coaster is absolutely a difficult coaster to create, especially for your first one ever. So this should be an interesting episode. Stay tuned, and let's get right on into it. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at Data. I'm definitely curious to take a closer look at this at night. Actually, you know what? Why don't we do the Q walk at night? So we can see all these data streams. Oh, the lighting really does switch. It has this orange kind of hue to it, and now we're looking at a lot of blues. That's pretty cool, using these animated panels. I wish there was a way you could have done that seamlessly. Technically there is. If this is a Photoshop image, and what you do is in Photoshop you take where the image ends and where the image begins, and then you off-center it by 50%, and now the seam will be right there in the middle. Now you can fix the seam, whether it be a clone stamp tool or realigning the image and do some tricky work there, and then when you realign it back to where it was, there'll be no seam. So fun little thing for you. Then this thing would have just continuously flowed seamlessly, but it's not too noticeable, I guess. Maybe. Yeah, it is. Would have been a little bit cooler to get that down just right. But still a fun effect. If you kind of blur your eyes, it looks cool. Alright, so that is the Q walk for Data. And we are dealing with an X Dimension coaster. You know what, why don't we just start with nighttime? And then we'll do the day run. So let's take a look at the stats while this thing finishes its run. Almost green across the board, just falling a little bit short there. 88 seconds in duration, almost 1,200 meters in track length, 66 miles per hour. G-forces are looking good, 4 inversions, 3 airtime counts, 2 seconds of airtime. So a good little amount of airtime in there. Really good stuff. All right, well, we're gonna absolutely ride this in the seat, because an X Dimension 4D coaster has a rotating seat, and that is going to give us the ultimate experience. Maybe what we could do is ride the back of the train at daytime, or I guess that would be the front. I don't really know. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I need to give it one more ride just to get my thoughts together and really study the track layout, but it's going to be a different experience this time because we're going to flip it back to daytime, and we're going to the back. Wait, what's the back? This is the back. Here we go. Oh, that's cool. Damn. It's a good thing we switched it up because we did definitely notice a flaw riding, and that's the one tricky thing that you need to do with these X Dimensions is ride front, back, and both sides. I'm not sure if you guys caught it, but I will point it out here. But before we get to that, I do want to mention that the layout is pretty cool. The controls are pretty cool. Looking up that way and then flipping it back upside down here. We're always facing a different direction. I think it could have fishtailed a little bit more, and what I mean by that is flip it upside down and then rotate it the other way. So we're looking back at ourselves and then reverse it the other way around. I love it when people get all crazy with the X Dimension and make it so it fishtails and looks back at itself. It's just a really fun effect. So I think you could have gone a little bit crazier with it. Where is this? Is this the spot that I'm looking for? Nope. Where is it going? Here. So I think we're smashing into the supports. Or maybe it was it here? Or looked that way at least. Maybe that wasn't the spot that, I think it was this one here. Yeah, we're definitely smashing these supports down here. So let's speed it up. Yeah, here it is. Wham, wham, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead. All of you. Head first. That is one way to kill your guests. So definitely something to watch out for there. Definitely ride your inside seats when testing these things. But I like the effort of the custom supports. We just needed to lower that down a little bit or not bank it as hard. So there's a couple ways to fix that. So something to look at there. But I like this theme. It's cool. As you mentioned, it's kind of a steampunk vibe during the day. How many pieces did we get out of this? Exactly 4,000. As I mentioned earlier on, there is a way to fix your seam issue in the panel. And I mean, this is actually a video, unless you constructed it here. Yeah, this is a video. So my fix wouldn't be as easy to apply. But what you can do if you wanted to make this yourself, you just create one front layer, like the fuzzy stuff, like the blue little starry things. Create a second panel that has all the lines and things like that. A third panel with another random lines, and then a very, very background panel. So you make 4 panels, right? And then you just parallax them. They're on top of each other, but the back panel moves the slowest, and then the other ones move faster and faster. And so you create 4 images that don't have a seam and that are on the dimensions that you're looking for. And then you clean that seam up by setting it to 50% offset. And then you have these 4 images, and then you just, you can even animate them in Photoshop and spit the images out into a video. Yeah, and that's how I would probably go about doing it. Have 4 images and just parallax them. The closer the image is higher on the layer, the faster it should move. And then if you clean that seam up, their 4 images will be seamless, and then you get this really cool effect. Let's, I mean, the actual aesthetics itself, it's looking like a factory, and there's no way to really add more steampunk to it. It's got this futuristic vibe to it. You ran out of parts. So I think you did a good job with it. The factory itself looks nice. It has these kind of areas holding it in, windows and trims and sci-fi elements. It's really quite a nice design, and there's crazy support structures give it like a really curious look. You look at it and you go, oh, I want to check this out. And that's what happened to me, and that's why you're watching this video. You know, just looking at it like that, and that's probably going to be the thumbnail. It looks really nice. The X Dimension controllers were pretty darn good. I do think you could push it a little bit better, but I mean, for a first time, outstanding stuff. Really outstanding stuff. Got to fix the supports there, and that's it. So I don't really have any feedback for you in terms of improving anything other than the supports and the parallaxing image. It's all looking really good. So I mean, an absolutely amazing first-time submission from KodyBits, although I believe they competed in the contest. Let me see. Yep, KodyBits did a tribute to Monkey Island, and then while that was in the works and all the mini parks were being submitted, he went ahead and made data, and now has 3 pages of really cool creations on his workshop. So while his mini park was actually his first creation, and we saw that in the contest, this would be his second, and he's done 3 pages since. The mini park contest put him straight to advanced, and now he's building like an advanced builder and padding his workshop. So KodyBits is going to be moving up in this community quickly, especially for a very strong creation like this, a very strong mini park. You're well on your way. Keep it up, KodyBits. What did you guys think? Leave your comments down below for this wonderful new creator. Welcome to the community. And I'll also thank you for your Patreon support, as he is a gold patron. If you guys want to get priority, just like all the people being featured this week, you want to get featured first, have your creations seen, check out our Patreon program. Links are down in the description below. Or if you just want to support the show because you like all the videos, that would be appreciated as well. All right, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.